Oh yeah, I'm here at the airport and somebody just started up down there, but what a beautiful day. It is an absolutely beautiful day. You can see the windsock over there. Let's see. It is dead. It's a dead windsock. But hey, I'm here today. Whew. And I've actually made a couple videos in the past couple weeks. I made 2 of them, but I made them on a tablet where it was a new tablet to me, and I had gotten a 4K, or not 4K, a 4 gigabyte. It's called a Samsung S6 Lite, and I thought it was going to be great for editing videos because I don't want a whole desktop to do all that, and unfortunately it wasn't. So now I'm probably going to get the Samsung S8 Plus, which is 8 gigs of RAM, which is kind of like our cell phones. I am a Samsung guy. People harass me because, you know, as you know, our tablets, everything is Apple for flying, and yeah, so I don't really have Apple stuff like everybody else in the flying world, it seems like, does. But today I'm going to go for a flight in the Challenger, and I was initially going to fly a big trip, you know, 55 miles from here, then go to another airport and then land and blah, 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 blah. I think instead, I just don't have the motivation to do that right now, and I don't want to drive back to town and get all the fuel and stuff. So instead, I'm going to just fly the Pattern, which, believe it or not, I haven't flown the Pattern in a long time. The last, you know, 4 flights in the Challenger have been going and doing things with other people. And that was 2 of the 2 videos that I ended up losing on my iPad. I didn't lose them on the iPad, but I edited them on the iPad or the tablet, and then it wouldn't save. And then I decided to ditch the tablet, so I pulled the mini SD out, put it in the cameras and stuff, and some of the footage was there, some of it wasn't. And since, you know, I run a 2-camera setup, I have my camera over there and my camera up here, this one's recording my audio. So without one or the other, I can't make anything happen, because that camera can only hear the engine, this camera only hears me, and then it sees out front, which would be cool, you know, just to watch that forever. But I realize that gets kind of boring. So my videos require 2 cameras to make them make sense. So yeah, I'm here to do a video. Not the only reason I'm here. I just like to fly. I'm gonna be gone for the weekend and stuff. My son has a disc golf event, so I want to run the engine. Every week I like the engine to run. If I'm not here and don't fly it, then, you know, Ray will run it. And so, you know, that helps out. Last video about short field stuff, a guy asked me, or somebody, thanks Green, asked me, hey, do more short field stuff. We want to see what the Challenger's capable of. So we'll see if we can land on the 1,000 footers and see if we can take off on the 1,000 footers, stuff like that. There's no wind today. Today is the best day for it. So looks like he's about to leave. What is it? I don't even know. I didn't even see it. But another thing too, I've been using my right rudder a lot, and, you know, I still need to order these trim tabs. I know it's kind of chintzy, but oops, hold on. He's gonna taxi by. Wow. That really resonates in here. That really, I don't know if that's the right word, but that really makes it, I couldn't hear myself thinking here. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So when I am flying, I am on the right rudder a lot more. So much right rudder, not so much, but I'm applying enough pressure to the right rudder to stay coordinated at all times, headwind, tailwind, everything, that my toe is actually getting numb from applying pressure. So I have this one trim on my rudder, and I want it to push itself more this direction. I'm not a scientist, but I think that what I should do is actually push this out more. So I'm gonna bend this out and see if it'll actually make it to where I don't need as much right rudder, which I should be able to figure out today. Also, another thing, I talk about it every video, I swear, but I'm debating on moving this. I don't know where to. I have the claw now. Actually, I'll grab that, hold on. soon he should pop up over the hangars there, hopefully. There he goes. Talking about replacing that mount. I have this thing here. It's like called the Jaws. It's a GoPro Jaws. And I've thought about maybe, you know, putting it on here. It's very, very strong. I don't think, you know, 70 or 80 mile an hour winds could blow it off. My big concern with it is this part here. So, you know, say you're flying and you've got a good angle, and then all of a sudden, you know, it pushes. Now, it takes a lot. That's a lot of force. I'm not going to lie to you. But, you know, say you have it right here just aiming towards that direction. It could just shift a little bit. So, I don't know. I might put this on and just leave it for the flight and see how it does, if it moves around at all. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, check this out. I'm going to put it right here. And that way the GoPro can watch this. And I will put it straight up and down. Now, granted, it won't have any weight on top of it, but we can see what the wind does to it and get a general idea. It definitely ain't going anywhere. It's very strong. I'd rather put it on this way, I think, make it a tad bit more aerodynamic. If I flip that around, then the handle will be, I mean, it'd probably be safer that way, but it would put up more resistance, you know, more than likely. But I'm not worried about it. That's not going anywhere. Even if it had a camera on it, that's not going anywhere. My buddy Ray, my hangar mate, he had this extra RAM mount iPad thing, so that holder. Obviously, I have that one, but this is for whoever's in the back seat. So Jonah, when he's back here, can slip a tablet in there and be able to see traffic and navigate and stuff from back there. So, anyways, I'm going. I hate saying anyways. Well, all right, I'm going to pre-flight the airplane and get her in the sky, and then we'll do some slow flights, short field takeoff and landings, emergency procedures. By emergency procedures, I mean we'll probably cut the engine off or out halfway, you know, on the downwind and get back to the runway. So, all right, I'll be back. Oh, and before I go, because we have beautiful two-strokes, I have to get the oil, put the oil in there, add the fuel to the fuel with the oil, and then put the fuel in the back right here. So, all right, give me a minute. We use the Dominator. Ray and I both use it in our airplanes. So we got the Dominator for the summertime, and then we'll get the other one for the wintertime. Can't think what it's called right now, but supposedly it does better in the wintertime. And it is hot. You can't see all my sweat, but it's hot.
Break my heart in London or break it in Monterey. Break my heart in London the worst way. Kick it in the dirt, pieces on the buffet. Break my heart in London the worst way. When the mountains fell, I didn't see it coming. I was the last one to start running. Sitting in the room, I hope it keeps me safe. Stay in my phone, I'll be alone for a day. Break my heart in London or break it in Monterey. Break my heart in London.
A pre-flight, and yeah, here we go. So I pushed the trim tab over more on the rudder. Also, when I get in there, I'll show you guys where I put the new button. I think I talked about it in the last video, but the last video didn't get made. So anyway.
And then I want to eyeball the grass, see if the grass is something I can land in or not. I've seen people land over there, but I've never walked it or anything, so I don't really know what to expect from that. So, oh, that sounds better. I think my mic is messed up. But, yeah, so get this bad boy warmed up, and we'll get up there and do that. Then I'll do some short field takeoff and landing. Since there's no wind, this is kind of the perfect time. Got about 7 gallons of fuel, 6 gallons of fuel, and I'm 255 right now. I really want to get down to like 220, and I'm going to. I need to. Not also for my own health and life, but because then I can put more back there. Holy crap, the voltage is really high. I wonder if that's normal. But the good news is the airplane doesn't need the battery to fly, so. And my switch is down here now, so I have to get used to that. I did literally a 2.5 hour flight the other day with it down here, and I kept on forgetting it was here. And Cherokee County Yellow Experimental 6285 Bravo is taxiing to 32 for parking, Cherokee County. And is there anybody give you a radar check? Alright. There's nobody around. My traffic's on. And it shows nobody around here anyways. Looks like there's some thunderstorms. Well, you know, according to this, about south of here, right at the Lufkin, which is where I was gonna go. So maybe it's good that I'm doing this instead. You know, there's somebody making their way in here. It looks like. It's not there anymore. And Cherokee County traffic, Yellow Experimental 85 Bravo is gonna back taxi to runway 32, Cherokee County. And we will look. Make sure there's nothing going on. And yeah, we have the iPads, but we must always use our eyes. Our eyes are our friends. Curious to see how that GoPro mount does up there. Obviously, it's not too accurate of a test because there's not a GoPro on it, and that weighs enough, and it moves it around. But I want to see, you know, if it moves without it, then obviously I'm not going to put one on there. If it stands sturdy, then maybe we'll put one on there, the cheaper GoPro, which actually they're both pretty good. I have a 9 and an 11, and they both are great right now. My 9 took a little while to get it figured out, but it's good now, supposedly. I'm sure I jinxed that, but we'll see. Alright, so we are good to go here. And what is that traffic? It looks like he's going to stay down there. Everything looks clear. And Cherokee County Yellow Experimental 85 Bravo is taking runway 32, and I'll be left traffic, Cherokee County. And we're just going to do a regular takeoff, and nothing short field right now. Matter of fact, we'll just ease into this one. And hit the brakes. If you don't hit the brakes, it just shakes. Everything's looking good. CGTs, EGTs. I'm going to get up to about 2,000, and I'm going to do my slow flight. Find out if that my rudder trim makes it to where I use less right rudder. We'll see. We'll just keep going this way a little bit, climb out. And we'll go over here. We'll pull back a little bit here and still continue to climb at about 5,900. And Cherokee County Yellow Experimental 85 Bravo is left downwind 32, going to be climbing and orbiting the field at 2,000, Cherokee County. and I still don't see anybody in the area. She seems to be flying pretty good. Another thing I want to test too is I don't really trust my RPM gauge. And by the word trust, I don't believe it. Because this airplane, I love to fly it around 59 to 6,000, but then I hear people talking about, well, I'm sitting at 55, 57 during my cruise. It's like, what's different about my plane than their plane, you know what I mean? My voltage is really high for some reason. Luckily that's not too much about the engine and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it, but is there such thing as your stator working too good? There's an airplane kind of south of us here. He's at about 2,000 feet. I really wanted to do that long trip, but I don't know, you can see down that way, that's the way we were going to go, and it's pretty overcast. Well, not overcast, but less visibility, and there are thunderstorms.
Traffic signal way is entering the 45 left downwind, runway 12,
Alright, that's not here, that's somewhere else. We're going to go out over here. And Cherokee County Yellow Square Mile 5 Bravo is going to be departing the traffic to the east, and I'll be remaining at 2,000 doing maneuvers just east of the airport, Cherokee County. There is an airplane. He's doing maneuvers or something right down there. He's over at Flying M, which is Reclaw. And we'll come back to 57. We're almost at 2,000. I haven't been climbing very aggressively, so checks out. You know, sometimes the Challenger just gets pushed, and you have to go where it wants you to go. You don't have control of it for that moment. Like, that's what just happened there, you know? All right, I'm at 1,900. I'm just going to sit right here for a minute. Almost 2,000. Let's see if I got this thing trimmed out good enough. And then I want to go power back. I'm going to come back to what I think would be 5,500. That's 52. Let me see. Let's call it right there. That would be 54 to 55. Ooh, there's some turbulence up here. Trying to get an idea where the wind is up here. We're doing 60, so we got a little bit of a headwind here. Or 60 and 55, let's see, tailwind. Yeah, we'll head back towards the airport. I just wanted to kind of see if it would hang on. So 5,500 RPMs right now is what this says. That doesn't mean it's exactly accurate. I don't have a digital. I have an analog style one. Yeah, it looks like I could get rained on, honestly. I need to stay close to the runway. And we'll cross over midfield and start doing some landings, but yeah, this let me see now. I want to come back. This is like 5,200. 60. So I'm in the tailwind a little bit now. There's definitely some like weather moving in. You can see these darker clouds. I'm getting bumped around pretty good. guess I have the RPMs low enough now to where it's not interfering when I'm not talking. And Cherokee County, Yellow Experimental A5 Bravo is going to cross over midfield and enter the left downwind for 3-2 Cherokee County. I guess we'll have to check that windsock because it's actually, I'm feeling it up here. I'm not going to lie, so what was 54, 5500, I was able to maintain 2000. I know we weren't out there very long, but I just wanted to see if it would do that. And I want to do slow flight here over the airport. Actually, there's some birds. There's a lot of wind. There's some wind getting picked up here. I'm getting a little bit of different action up here than I was down there, so I'm going to back off that idea. Yeah, it looks like it's showing a crosswind down there now, so it's claiming that this would be the headwind. Wow, that's weird. Just since we took off, there's what appears to be a 5 to 10 knot crosswind. It's just standing up down there. That's crazy. We're supposed to cross over 500 above. I guess I was a little bit above that, but... Yeah, we are flying directly into the headwind right now. Here, let's go ahead and let the nose come up here. Yeah, so I can get this thing. Well, I'm at 40 right there, so. And Cherokee County, Yellow Experimental A5 Bravo is left downwind, 3-2 Cherokee County. With these two strokes, you know, everybody says you should never go all the way back on the throttle. My dad used to tell me that too when we were flying the Quicksilvers and Freebirds. And of course that's what I did when I lost my engine. I went all the way back in this airplane. I throttled all the way back. So now there's this trusty little line that Ray put on here for me. He was messing with it one day and said, hey, that's probably the best bet. Don't go past that. So now I have a line that I use as my, and I know where it is. Like my hand sits here, so I know where my thumb kind of is in that line area. I love Challengers, man. If you have a Challenger and you're scared to fly it, then just get out there and fly it, man. And Cherokee County, Yellow Experimental A5 Bravo is going to be left base, 3-2 Cherokee County. If you're in the Texas area and you own one and you're scared to fly it, let me know. I can change that for you. I will come help you, like not as an instructor, but we'll go fly, and you will love it. You'll be so happy. You'll be like, this is the most magnificent aircraft. And Cherokee County, Yellow Experimental A5 Bravo, final 3-2 Cherokee County. A little aggressive, but you know, in a Challenger you can be that way. Now let's see if we can hit these 1,000-footers. I thought that'd be kind of fun. We're actually going to land and then see if we can get right here in these 1,000-footers. Nah, I'm going to come up short. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, my fault. I'll let and Cherokee County, Yellow Experimental A5 Bravo is going to back taxi 3-2 Cherokee County. Huh. Yeah, I guess I had the rudder kind of activated a little too much, and then when I hit the ground, it kind of shot over to the side. That'll happen. Another reason it's harder to land on the runways than it is the grass. You know, in the grass, the Challenger just settles into the ground. On the runways, you always slide a little bit, you know. You can't really, especially if you have a crosswind, you're not going to be able to control a slide. A slide's just going to happen. I don't remember exactly how far these are. You know, crossing over the threshold and the numbers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the end of the threshold here. Everything's looking good temperature-wise. And then as soon as I get to 40, I'm going to rotate. I'll do a power takeoff and Cherokee County, Yellow Extreme 95 Bravo is departing 32 Cherokee County, and I'll be left close traffic. 25, 30, 35, 40. I didn't get off that quickly. I don't know, 200, 250, something like that. Also, the winds are really back and forth right now, really not stable. Probably because all of the rain clouds and everything that's going on around here. And when you make this turn, you put your nose down a little bit, get some airspeed up, so you're not just in a climb. Pull the power back a little bit. Obviously, if you're in a climb, you start to make a turn, you know, you're pretty critical angle of attack there. And Cherokee County, Yellow Extreme 95 Bravo is downwind 32 Cherokee County. All right, so now I'm going to go a little longer on my downwind. And we are going to land on the 32 area. You know, in an airplane like this, they give you a tighter pattern in the airport. You know, it'll say like light aircraft or ultralights or something. Well, light aircraft will be like Cessnas and stuff, then it'll say ultralights. Although this is a registered aircraft, it could fall under that category for the pattern of your airport, you know. So it's usually a little lower, a little closer, a little different, you know. I gotta figure out why my voltage is so high. I turned my strobe on to try to bring it down a little bit, but it didn't work. It's all the way up to high numbers. I like that this is on my throttle, my PTT, but now I can't remember it, so I'm always reaching up here to talk. And Cherokee County, Yellow Extreme 95 Bravo is going to be left base 32 Cherokee County. Alright, let's make this a little more like we're trying to... And Cherokee County, final for 6285 Bravo, Cherokee County. Get the nose up a little bit. Kill some of that speed. We're going to be doing too high. But we're not going to make the numbers. I was coming in a little aggressively. I'm trying to have more runway to climb out after my touch and go here. Alright, let's not make that same mistake here. There we go. Get that nose down. Full power. Hit the brakes, get that wheel stop. And we go. Climbing at 55 to 50. And 50 here. Get that nose down a little bit. Get that airspeed up, make the turn. Pull the power back. Got plenty of airspeed. And Cherokee County, Yellow Extreme 95 Bravo is downwind, left downwind, 32 Cherokee County. Alright, here we are in the downwind already. Now this time I'm going to go a little further, and we're going to try to land on the 3-2. I'm disappointed in myself about how fast I came in. Honestly, I fly fast. I fly high. It's just how I fly. I can't help it, you know? I know I can bleed speed, but you can't get speed back. Everybody's different. But you can get rid of speed very quickly, you know, by lifting the nose up or whatever, but you can't get it back. You can't get altitude back. I'm gonna go a little further out here. I've been making my aggressive landings. I'm gonna go out here kind of more like I would in the 172 or some other aircraft, some other real GA aircraft. It's boring. I'm already bored. I wanna be swooping down to the runway, you know? Normally I'm before this pond, so we'll go after this pond. As boring as it is, Cherokee County, Yellow Experiment 5 Bravo is left base, 3-2, Cherokee County. I'm always looking, I'm always making sure someone's not sneaking in. Pull this power back, get her down. I'm gonna come back to my line here, my safety line. Pull the nose up a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting pushed. All right, here we go. See, I'm still like high because I just enjoy being full of altitude. Yeah, we're just gonna go around. Not that I didn't want to land, but that's not the point. The point is for me to be trying to come in and like land on the numbers. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. If you're watching this, I don't know, maybe you're wasting your time. I don't know what to tell you. I like to think of myself as pretty good at flying these aircraft, and those last two approaches are great, but I'm just not able to, I'm not slowing down, I'm not going out far enough. Alright, we'll get this nose down, get a little turn going here. And Cherokee County, Yellow Experiment 5 Bravo is going to be left downwind 3-2, Cherokee County. I don't see anybody in the area, but another reason to use radios anyways is because if there's another experimental aircraft without ADS-B, just thinking he can fly in here and nothing's going on, he's hopefully using his radios. And then obviously that's why we're always using our eyes. Pull the power back. I'll come back to 5500 here. Look, Ma, no hands. Now I'm going to slow my downwind down and slow my base to final down. That way, hopefully, we can get some magical 3-2. I'm going to try to land short. It's going to be so satisfying because this time it's going to happen, let me tell you. You're going to be so happy with it. You're going to comment. For the record, if you're watching this video, you made it this far, can you please comment, like, or share, do something? It's the only way I get views and whatnot. It's funny, each time I've been staying a little bit lower in the pattern. I don't know why I keep on I have the...
Cherokee Diamond 631 Juliet, Denmark to the northwest, inbound, will join, left downwind runway 14 is
And Cherokee County, Yellow Experiment 5 Bravo is left base for 3-2, Cherokee County. And final for Cherokee County. Yeah, I botched that, but I think we can still do pretty decently here. I force it. Yeah. Still kind of a botch. That'll happen, let me tell you. And I'm going to clear the runway because somebody was saying they're coming in to land on the other side. So, I don't know. I'm going to clear the runway and I'll wait for them and then we'll do a couple more here. And Cherokee County Yellow Experimental 85 Bravo is clear of the active inbound aircraft. Are you landing on 1-4? He's descending. And he's going to land 1-4, even though he's not listening to me. I'm not talking back to me. And traffic inbound Cherokee County, you copy? Yeah, my radio's just not reaching them, I guess. They look like they're about 6 or 7 miles away from here, but they're going really fast. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Yeah, well, no, they're not, actually. I don't know. I guess faster than I can go, so that feels fast. Anyways, what I was saying back there was, for some reason, because the other day I was doing this Donald Trump impression, and now everything I do, it's like, I put my hands out like this, and I'm like, what a magnificent aircraft. Like, and so it's like, well, let me tell you, when it gets really low, and so for some reason I've been doing that, and I don't know why. Usually I do that impression when I'm like being cocky. Like, nobody knows more about this aircraft, you know, I don't know. I'm not actually trying, so I'm not giving it any justice, but just know that when I do the Donald, it's usually pretty good. Now, if you don't like Donald Trump, I don't care. I don't care if you love him or like him. It's just an impression of somebody who is famous. I don't need politics on Aviation Adventure Boys, people, okay? I have a yellow Challenger 2. Where is this guy? We'll just wait it out, dude. My temps look good. I'm not running hot. Matter of fact, I'm running a little cold. A little cool. According to this, anyways. I know with like the 582s, Ray has the 582 in the kit box, and he,
Cherokee 1 Juliet, 5 miles northwest of the field, inbound, and we will join left downwind runway 14 by Teardrop into Cherokee.
Alright. I don't know what he said. He said, actually, we'll join, so I don't know. 3-2 is definitely the runway to use right now, in my opinion, but whatever you want to do. I'll go down here too to 1-4, that's fine. And Cherokee County Yellow Experimental 85 Bravo is going to taxi to runway 14, Cherokee County. I guess we'll do 14. I mean, the sock is completely dead right now. So, usually when a sock is down like that, everybody's using 3-2. But one good thing about using 14, I will say, is that if you're in the left pattern for 14, number one, there's more options over there for like if you have an issue. But number two, we do have a little bit of a crosswind, so you would actually be turning into the wind to land back at the airport, which is always beautiful. I was sitting in this thing for probably 2.5 hours, and uh-oh, they're coming back. And somebody's backtaxing. They're not talking now. I was in here for about 2.5 hours, and good Lord, two things, okay? My rear end hurts. I'm a plus-size person, and the seat cushion's just not enough for 2.5 hours, 3 hours of sitting. And then number two, I actually found myself getting somewhat complacent and trustworthy of the aircraft. Which, don't get me wrong, you want to trust your airplane. But what I found was that there was a time where I wasn't actually looking for somewhere to land in case of an emergency, which is definitely not like me. That is the opposite of me. And so it's one of those situations where it's like, well, did you gain comfort with the aircraft? Yes. But should you be that complacent? No. That's like saying, you know, should I just throw my checklist away? You know, no, obviously not. I don't know what this guy is, if he's going to fly or if he's just taxiing around. Maybe he did a run up and didn't like it. But, so, the moral of the story is, you know, I know one guy who has a Challenger, man, he flies it. He was telling us, and he knows who he is. If he watches this or not, I don't know. But, he flies really low and is probably very complacent. I mean, I'm not in there with him, so I don't know for sure, but he has a lot of faith in it. And, you know, I have faith in this thing too, but I just don't know how I feel about, you know, that. He's doing a teardrop entry, which I didn't hear him say that, but I could see that that's what he's doing. And basically, what a teardrop is, if you're only, if you're just starting to fly. Well, no, he didn't do a teardrop, but he is doing a teardrop. So normally a teardrop, you would cross over top of the airport at a higher altitude. Then you would go out a mile or two, and then you would turn around and do a big...
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 31 Juliet, entering clip downwind runway 14 for full stop, sure.
So you cross over the field, and then you go past all the traffic. Then you start to descend, and then when you make your big right-hand turn, then you enter the 45 for the left downwind for runway 14, which is what Homeboy just did. But he didn't go mid-field. He kind of like just crossed over right here, and then aimed at the teardrop. So, I don't know. Everybody's different. I don't judge. I don't care. It's not my problem as long as you're using the radios. One thing that kind of is good, you know, there's so many people who are anti-straight-in approach. I'm not anti-straight-in approach, especially if you got a big, fast airplane. You know, King Air or something, you know, you're not going to want to, like, do a bunch of pattern work in it. You know, it's large, and just make a straight-in approach. But I find that happens a lot here because, believe it or not, there's a lot of jets and fast airplanes. And so, like, I'll be in the pattern, and somebody will literally be over the town and be like, yeah, it's straight, 10 miles straight in, 1-4. It's like, holy crap, like, they're going to beat me to the runway, and I'm on downwind. Wow, this is an airliner situation we're dealing with here. My numbers
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 31 Juliet, left base, runway 14 full stop, Cherokee.
I don't know what happens if I turn my lights on right now. Gonna suck some of that voltage down.
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 31 Juliet, on final runway 14 full stop, Cherokee.
Got a little hair sticking out here. I actually cut my own hair today, and I made it way too low. It's beautiful. I never wear my hair anyways, or I never, you know.
Cherokee traffic, Cessna 31 Juliet, short final, runway 14, full stop, Cherokee.
I'm never without my hat. I'm sure one day I'll have a job that will say no, 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 but until then, it is what it is. Temps are looking good. Man, I thought he was going fast. He's on 150. I probably should have just kept flying. So sorry we have this downtime here, but so I'm going to take off this way, and if I don't like it as much, I'm going to go back over and do 3-2. So I'll see how the takeoff is. We'll do another field takeoff. Actually, I don't have like a windsock or nothing right here, but I feel like a tailwind here.
The traffic, Cessna 31 Juliet, runway 24 the active will enter to the self-service fuel, sure.
Cherokee County, yellow experimental 85 Bravo is taking runway 14, and I'll be left close traffic. Alright, everything looks good still. We didn't turn the engine off, so we don't need a new run-up. We're still secured in and all that good junk. And I believe we have a 1 or 2 mile an hour tailwind at this point. don't know why that's...
Cherokee County Yellow Experiment Empire Bravo is going to be left downwind for 1-4, but I'm going to cross over midfield and enter the left downwind for 3-2, Cherokee County.
What is going on? I wonder why that was happening. That was annoying. Sorry. Oh, I know why. I forgot about light interference.
And Cherokee County Yellow Experiment Empire Bravo crossing over midfield, going to be left downwind 3-2, Cherokee County.
I definitely had a little bit of a tailwind on that leg there. I can feel it even right now. So we're going to land 3-2. And this might be the last one of the day. I want to go fly somewhere far away, but there's just a little bit too much activity in the area for these clouds, and nobody... I'll bring the power back. Honestly, Ray is who I would call if I had to land somewhere. And he's at work, a very important day at work. And so if I needed him, he wouldn't be available. My engine is definitely sounding weird right now. I don't know why. But we're okay, we're right here, but I don't know why. Maybe it's just something in my headphones is different.
Cherokee County Yellow Experiment Empire Bravo is left base, 3-2, Cherokee County.
I'm making a closed traffic here, pulling this power back. Alright, yeah, we're going to call it. See how this landing turns out here.
And Cherokee County Yellow Experiment Empire Bravo is final 3-2, Cherokee County.
I wasn't going for anything spectacular here. Just going for landing. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. I got to figure out if something's changed there or if something changed. I changed my squawk and stuff up here, and I think it makes the engine sound different in my headphones. And that's something I kind of need to know because it sounded different there. Maybe I'll be able to hear it from that end too. But hey, if you're watching this, there's going to be a lot more to come. There should have been 2 or 3 since the last one, but that tablet messed it up. Please like, share, and comment. Put a middle finger in the comments. I don't care. Anything. Help me hit the algorithm here.
And Cherokee County Yellow Experiment Empire Bravo, clear the active, Cherokee County.
I should have said that earlier, but I was talking to you guys. So, anyways, you know, stop saying anyways if you say anyways all the time, and fly something sketchy. That's my thing. Maybe one day I can like have enough subscribers where I can like make shirts or something. I don't know. But again, please like, share, subscribe. Do something to help out the channel. If you enjoy watching the Challenger fly, I'd appreciate it. And actually, I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna run it up here. I think it's just my headphones.